All right, number 13. An online store begins selling a new type of basketball shoe. In week 2, 60 pairs of shoes were sold, and in week 4, the store sold 240 pairs. All right, so we're going to write a linear equation and an exponential equation for both of these. So really similar to what we did on the last problem. So you have 2 points, week 2 and 60 pairs. So that's 2 comma 60. In week 4 at 240 pairs, so 4 comma 240. And what I'd like you to do is pause the video, give this a try on your own because you are going to be doing this in the homework and on the test. So I want you to feel really comfortable giving that a try, and then we'll go through it together. All right, so hopefully you gave that a try. We're going to start by finding the slope here. So m is 240 minus 60 over 4 minus 2. That gives me 180 over 2, which is 90, which is a positive slope, and that's a good thing since we're increasing the number of shoes. And then my equation here, so I don't have the y-intercept here. I just have 2 points. So I'm going to use point slope form. And n is my dependent variable, t is my independent variable. So I get n minus 60 is equal to 90, that's my slope, times t minus 2. So n is 90t minus 180, 90 times 2. And then I'm going to add that 60 over to the other side. So n is 90t, let's see, minus 120. Okay. So this seems a little bit odd because it's saying in week 0, I sold negative 120 pairs of shoes. So that could be represented as we got 120 pairs of shoes into the store and they're sitting on the shelves ready to sell, but we haven't sold them yet. Or it could be just complete rubbish. So that happens sometimes with models where in this process of finding the slope and creating the equation, sometimes that y-intercept is not very meaningful. So you kind of have to take a look at that when you're building models and make sure that that seems okay. And if it doesn't, then what you say is like, look, this isn't good for week 0, but by about week 1, this model starts to really make a lot of sense. Okay, and similarly at the upper end, you could have kind of a cap off as well. All right, if we're doing exponential, so I have ab to the 4th is 240 over the ab squared, which is 60. So this gives me b squared is equal to 4. Okay, so the zeros go away, and so that means b is 2. And then I need to find A because we didn't get the initial starting amount here. So this starting amount is usually different than this one. So we can't just rely on this. We'll work on this off of here. So I get A times 2 squared is equal to 60. So I'm plugging that in with this point and my B. A is 60 over 4, which gives me 15. So my starting amount is 15 pairs of shoes according to this model. And my equation here is n is 15 times 2 to the t.